16 and she's driving and my mom is using her as a taxi service. I gotta keep watching this, okay. So, she's driving us around. So I have siblings that, like a year old. And so she just thinks we're a bunch of losers and hates driving us everywhere. And I try to impress her with all my driving knowledge. I point out when she's not making a full stop or indicating when she's gonna turn, and I know all this driving stuff. So I'm not making points with her. So my mother told me one day that I'm gonna be driving, and she's got me a learner's permit, and I'm not even 15. So I'm very excited, and I'm gonna go to an official driving school, and I don't have to go with my dad, who's freaking scary. He's a Air Force pilot, and everything's wartime, and loose lips sink ships and all that stuff. So anyway, I have to go with my dad one day. I only went one time, and we were driving around kind of an empty neighborhood, and I'm driving along, think I'm doing a good job, and all of a sudden he's like, "Bogey at 3 o'clock!" Kid on a skateboard coming out of the driveway. What are you gonna do? And I'm still driving, going, "What?" And he goes, "Oh, he's dead. You killed him. It's over." And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "You're driving a killing machine. You gotta pay attention." So after this, I'm just exhausted. It's so scary, and I just want to go home. I just want to go home. And so I'm trying to back up, and he's like, "God damn it, Karen, check your 6." And I'm like, What is that? I don't know what 6 is." He goes, "It's behind you. It's 6 o'clock, So I go home, and I'm a wreck. And I'm so happy this day I get to drive. My first day with a driving instructor. And we're going to a park. And there's 3 kids behind me. It's my turn. I'm so excited. I drive into the park. And almost immediately, I see my sister parked with somebody, making out with somebody in the park. And I'm, oh my God, she's gonna see me and think I'm following her, So I slunk down in the seat, and I'm driving along, and think I get far enough where she's not gonna see me, and I kind of turn around, and I miss the turn, drive up over a curb, onto the grass, hit a picnic table with food and a cake and everything. And it tips over, and I'm blubbering, I'm hysterical, and the kids behind me are like freaking out, and my instructor was eating a sandwich at the time, and he's choking, and I'm like, "They're gonna come and arrest me, I'm only 14, I shouldn't be driving, I shouldn't have it," and he's like, "Just shut up, get us out of here." So I back up and we go, and I go home and tell my mother what's happened, and my sister gets in trouble, and she's mad at me and thinks I'm a loser. "You hit a picnic table your first time driving. How stupid, I've never had an accident in my life." So one day she's driving, and we're at the Bronco Burgers, and we have a hamburger, and we get back in the car, and she's backing up, and she kind of taps this bumper on a parked car, and she just drives away, and didn't hit it that hard. So she's driving away, and then I notice that someone's chasing our car, and I said, "Val, there's somebody chasing us. And he has a hamburger, and he's gaining on us, and you better stop." And then I go, "Oh my God, it's my driving instructor." And so, seriously. So I slunk down in my seat. I do that thing that I do, trying to be invisible. And he comes up and he bangs on the door and he says, "Roll down your window." And so she rolls down her window and she says, he goes, "There's been an accident. You never leave the scene of an accident. You should know that." And then I kind of look over at him, and he sees me, and he looks at her and me, and then he says, "Oh God, just go home." So we go home, and as we're driving out, I don't want to make her feel too bad, but I'm like, "Oh, well, looks like you had an accident too. And I guess you forgot to check your 6. And she just gives me a dirty look, So I never tell my parents, keep it to myself. It's just another million bump in the dent in the bumper. My dad never knew where these came from. So anyway, that's my story, and we were pals for a couple days after that. So okay, that's it.